Okay, ready, go. Okay, ready, go. So this is your frontal view. Go. So at the setup position, your left shoulder is high.
Okay.
Your left arm is too straight.
Okay.
And also you're lifting the hands high up here. That's why left shoulder has to go that high. If you drop the hands a little bit,
Okay.
then you can have this angle here between the arms and the club.
Okay.
Then this shoulder doesn't have to be.
Okay.
So currently at the beginning, your body is too rigid
Okay.
because of this here.
Okay.
And also your body is leaning away from the beginning. That typically when you are in this position, what happens is that during the backswing, from this position, you tend to go this way. When the body leans away, it's hard to bring this higher up here. So you don't have enough backswing motion.
Okay.
But backswing becomes short here, then naturally you have to rely on your muscles on the way down. So the initial position is actually something you have to work on.
Okay.
So naturally at this position, your spine is leaning away and you are not letting the pelvis move away. But from this position, from this, you're going to this position here,
Okay.
the pelvis stays more toward the target,
Okay.
your upper body leans away.
Okay.
So when this happens, it's hard to generate a large enough backswing. So this is the most difficult.
Yeah.
Your club is aligned with this position. So if this is an airplane and then it is moving along the runway on the way down here, when you have short runway, then you need to really good engine power to generate enough speed. And also,
Moving along the runway.
yeah, also in this position when you're short here, then you tend to use your muscles a lot.
Okay.
The particular upper body muscles. There's an upper body driven swing, and there's no time for the lower body to respond here. So you just go up and then quickly come down. So last couple of shots that you made, you rush, and then the ball ended up on the right side and then bounced that way.
Okay.
So you rush.
Okay.
And because the pelvis is already here, in this way, when you start downswing, all you can do is slide the pelvis.
No turn.
And then using the arms again, try to swing. But the right elbow is stuck here.
Okay.
These are all happening because of your initial position.
Okay.
And then backswing doing this. So you have to bring the right shoulder higher.
Okay.
But at the beginning, instead of keeping the left shoulder high here, level it a little bit.
Alright.
And then in the backswing, you should be able to bring the right shoulder higher here.
Okay.
And then also on the way down, the right elbow comes in front of your body and then swing through. Instead of leaning this way here.
Okay.
So here, your body actually interferes with your arm motion.
Right.
So that's what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at your left leg, it's not really
Not at all. Yeah.
in the ground. And this is a severely arm driven. So always short backswing here. You try to hit the ball with the arms here. Instead, bring the right shoulder and the arm higher. You can keep the arm in the same position relative to the body. But if the body leans this way, then go here. If the body turns this way, it's the same arm position, but your hand is now higher.
Okay.
When the hand goes higher here, then naturally you have a bigger backswing. More room here. But if you go this way here, because of anatomical limitation, you cannot go any further.
Okay.
Here it's easier. Even you can add a little bit of arm motion here, you can have a lot bigger motion.
Okay.
And then on the way down, let the elbow come in front of your body and then swing through and stand on the inside.
Right.
But it's hard to change.
Right.
Particularly when you have played in this manner for last 30 or 40 years. 10 years?
Yeah. So it's like I was used to study unknown hydrates.
That's why you're lifting.
I'm not afraid to change because I play well and I play in bigger games now for more money. And all these guys hit it farther than you could hit it farther than 50 people. We got 7,200 and hit 5 wood on par 4 and then hit 7 on it. I got to kind of find some speed.
Yeah. So in order to increase the speed,
Right?
so in order to hit the ball farther,
Yeah.
your clever speed has to be increased.
Right.
But then you have to have a longer runway.
Right.
And then your body should not interfere with your arm.
Why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
So the question is whether we can change it.
Right. That's right.
And then more than anything, you have to have a good image of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Particularly, have the image of bring the right shoulder higher here.
Mm-hmm.
The arm position is the same relative to the body here. But just to bring the shoulder higher here, then this gives you this reverse pivot feel here.
Yeah.
This is the key here. If you can do this, you can quickly change this.
Okay.
But if you keep doing this, there's no way. Yeah, I've had experience with this pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them could not change because
I practice a lot. I get involved every
they
day.
could not change the body.
I take hundreds of videos a week. I'll change.
Now, the down the line view here. Go. Yeah, so again you are lifting this here, and then the left shoulder is high.
Yep.
It's better to drop the hand a little bit
Okay.
and have this angle here.
I'll do that.
Bo Norman did really well with this posture, but this is not natural posture.
Yep.
If you look at the wrist motion, if the wrist is in the neutral position, so let's see, if the wrist is in the neutral position, naturally you will see that the knuckles are aligned with this way, right? So when you have a comfortable hold here, naturally you have this angle here. But by intentionally introducing, this is called the ulnar deviation.
Yeah.
But, intentionally introducing the ulnar deviation, you can straighten it, but this is not natural position.
Okay.
And also another issue is that eventually, if your impact is more happening like this,
Yeah.
then in this position it's really easy to turn it this way.
Yeah.
So the face can change,
Yeah.
face angle can change. But when you have an angle here and then hit the ball like this, this is not easy.
That's it. More than good.
So then the face angle is more determined by this motion, swing motion,
Okay.
but it's less sensitive to than this one.
Right.
So we need to have an angle here.
Right.
So if you are going to hit the ball like this, then from the beginning there is no reason to hit it this way.
Right.
So it's a more natural position. When the wrist posture is natural, then the body posture also becomes a bit natural. But with the straightened, the left shoulder is high here, and also you have tendency of going flat from the beginning because of this. And then the body leans this way. Everything is related to how you start.
Okay.
Instead from here, with this, bring the right shoulder higher. So then you go to this position here instead of.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's really important how to where you put the first button.
Right.
If you put the first button in the wrong place,
Right.
everything should.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like a domino.
Yeah. So with this posture, initial motion of the club head is going flat here. It's okay to have with the higher pad here and then shallow naturally. Then you have a good swing plane here. It's always easier to go a bit higher and then bring it down here. Instead, go flat here and then lift here.
Yeah.
When you go flat, then eventually, because of anatomical limitation, again, you will stop here. if you want to increase the range of motion, then you have to lift this holding up.
Okay.
Now everything's aligned this way. And if you keep going that way, you have a severe crossover alignment. But because right now your backswing is not that big, so it doesn't look like it's that serious.
Right.
But if you continue this motion all the way, you'll have a severely crossover
We don't want that.
alignment. No. So you have to find the right plane here.
Right.
The direction should be more lateral instead of going inward. The
Okay.
backswing. But with the straightened alignment here, your initial motion is the caliper is following this flat pad here. That means the whole backswing plane is pointed this way.
Okay.
And then you stop about here. So when you stop here, it looks like it's aligned correctly.
Mhm.
Actually, this is crossover because the swing plane runs this way.
Okay.
So from the ball to midsection of the trunk here, if you draw an imaginary line here, this is the swing plane.
Yep.
Then the club head is deviated from the swing plane a lot more than the hands.
Okay.
It's crossover.
That, it doesn't show me.
Yeah, it looks like it's okay,
Right. It's not.
but actually considering the motion
Yeah.
and that the pad here, this is crossover.
Okay.
Whether the swing is big, backswing is big or not,
Okay.
it's following the crossover pad.
Okay.
And then usually when this happens, the swing plane is also outward.
Outward.
So here, the swing plane is going more to the right side of the pie.
Okay. Yeah.
The club head is moving into out here.
Yeah. I have a severe imbalance. Sometimes I get 19 degrees in that.
It's too much.
I don't like it, yeah.
The average about 1 degree.
Yeah, I got it.
Elite men's average about 1 degree to the right.
Okay.
So if you have this bias, you need a good draw spin. Right? If the spin is reasonable, then the ball will come toward the center. That's okay. Or sometimes you have block shots. Yeah, with 10 degree angle.
Angry hook, sometimes what?
And then oftentimes when you try to rush, then you have a low hook.
Oh, yeah.
It's because of the swing.
Everybody else there was pretty good.
Yeah. So this happened because of the direction of the swing plane.
Okay.
And so you are starting flat here, and then you have a crossover path here. From here, you're just using arms maybe,
Yeah.
then it's a stuck here.
Yeah.
And then in this position, when the elbow is stuck here, it's hard to turn this way here.
Yeah.
So this is typical issue that I see in a middle-aged or elderly male golfers. But the thing is that still with this pattern, you play well,
Yeah, I get it around.
handicap-wise. So sometimes people don't see the need for change. But definitely, when this happens, when the batsmen are not large enough, then the speed is low, and particularly when you get older.
Yeah, you might get younger.
So you are around,
I'll be 50 in December.
yeah. But when you get into 60s,
Oh, yeah.
then you will see a severe drop in the speed and distance.
I play golf for 60-year-old, hits as far as I can.
Yep.
I got it down.
So we need to change that. And then again, one thing really important here is the shoulder motion.
Okay.
And so
The right shoulder? Okay.
initially, relax. Don't need to really rigid posture like this. And also, to relax here, and also your body has to move reasonably here.
Okay.
The legs, you need to mobilize the
No,
legs.
I don't feel the ground. I never feel like I
So you have a little bit of rhythmic dance motion here, and then start here. But this should be going up here instead of.
So if I'm turning up here, you want me to
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And then here, this has to bring this to your boat a bit higher here, like this.
Okay,
Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect.
This is perfect.
So In other words, in the backswing, you have to shift the pelvis reasonably this way. This is going this way here. You have to actually shift the pelvis this way. And then bring the right shoulder higher. And then also, instead of keeping the arm here, bring the arm also here. So currently, do your typical backswing. Yeah. So from here, what if you just bring the shoulder higher? If you're in this position here, your arm is here. So without changing the arm position, your arm is already here because you changed the way you move the shoulder.
Right.
Then stay there.
Okay.
So there, if you hold this thing here, you see already this passes the horizontal alignment. Yeah. So all you do is let the pelvis go this way more.
Always been told don't do that, so I'm gonna do that today.
Bring the shoulder higher here, right shoulder higher. That's all you need. And then here, if this arm is dropped, then there's a problem. So bring the hands a bit higher here. If you're going to this position, without changing the arm position relative to the body, already you have a bigger backswing.
Yeah.
Simply because of the height difference. So that's what you need to pay attention.